Hi, Sagittarius Moons. Thank you so much for being here. I am Divine Femme Care at 144. Very happy, grateful, and blessed to bring you this reading. This reading is designed for those who have their moon sign in the zodiac sign of Sagittarius, unlimited to anyone who should find this message, or should this message find you. For this reading, I will be doing a 3-card spread, past, present, and future, using the Egyptian Tarot deck. The deck here is kind of fanned out, so I don't want to touch it. Right before I was getting ready for your reading, it worked its magic. My flow made the cards go. I noticed this, so I just left them. This card ended up landing right here, where it wasn't even anywhere near here. So a message wanted to come through here. We'll check that out before we get started with your reading. To clarify those 3 cards, past, present, and future, I'll be using the Halloween Tarot deck. And then I also am going to do a final card using the Major Arcana here, coming from the Golden Tarot deck. Okay, and then we also have a moon card. The current moon phase is in Taurus. We are in a waning phase here. Let me double check here. Yeah, we're in a waning gibbous phase. But we did just have a full moon, and that was on October 9th. Today is the 13th. And so those energies still kind of resonating from the full moon from some days ago here. So with the moon being in Taurus, this being the card that I was guided to use for your reading here. I love this card. It looks so pretty. It reminds me of a moon ring or like a moon rock. Really special and unique. But this card here says your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. So we'll do the reading for that there too. Let's do that first. We'll do this card, shuffle, get started. The background here also is dedicated from Capricorn Moons. This being a background that I used for Taurus Moons, where it was very helpful for me. I was at a wonderful transition in my life, and as difficult as things can be sometimes, I do remember this period being very abundant. Just using the Taurus Moon energy with the Spotlight series. This is what we had used for the Spotlight series. And I'm very thankful. I'm very grateful. We're returning this just because of the Taurus Moon energy currently. Capricorn Moon's wanting to present and honor all of the zodiac signs here that are coming through with some pretty significant messages. I did notice that a lot of the backgrounds that have been used lately have to do with Taurus. So a particular message wanting to come through there. I do feel that the energy of Taurus being ruled by Venus doesn't get as much credit as it deserves. All right, so let me go ahead and pause the music here. And if you know any Capricorn Moons, do send them some love. The traditional information for Capricorn Moons, I will leave in the description box for you to check out. Your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. Sometimes you need to weave a bit of magic, and sometimes you need to be practical. And sometimes you need to find a combination of the two. This card suggests that this is where you are now. You need to use the laws of attraction to draw in what you want by imagining it, expecting it, welcoming it. But you need to balance that with taking down-to-earth steps towards your goals. This isn't about wishing on the moon and hoping for the best. It's about making something like a list of bullet points about how to achieve your dreams. If you're asking about money, this card heralds, This card heralds a change of financial fortunes, depending on both your past actions and what you're expecting and therefore attracting. Attune to the moon by writing down 10 things that you know are wonderful about you. On the repeat here, write down 10 things that you know are wonderful about you. Additional meanings for this card. Laziness could explain your current situation. If so, change that and own it. Chasing money doesn't work. You need to chase a dream. Jealousy or envy create negative energy and attract negativity. More exercise is called for. The teaching. The full moon in Taurus is a time to get back to earth, to get grounded, to work through any negative feelings you've been dealing with, and to find a balance between passionate and being overly intense. Money issues may come to a head at the time of the full moon in Taurus, but you can take this card as a sign to pay more attention to your cash flow, no matter when you draw it. Amen. I love this energy. This is awesome. All right, so let's see what we have for your card here. We have the Hangman. And I did shuffle these cards. These were all ready to go. This is on the top of the deck. I'll kind of scoot. Let me move this here. I'll scoot the deck up to kind of show the fanning of these cards here. But they kind of went whoosh. So with this, I'm getting the message here being relayed to cross watchers is what I'm hearing. A lot of you bossing up out here. This is a card of 12. 12 adding up to the energy of 3, where I'm getting divinity energy. And I do feel that this is about abuse and you reminding your abusers and those who are spying, those who want to possibly be in your space after you have leveled up and come to a certain place, of what it is that you were a part of, what it is that you were how do I want to say it? This having to do with the actions that were taken towards you. But this being what you signed up for in this lifetime, I do feel, though, that this is a message about making it stop. And this just being a reminder for those so that they can wake up, realize, what they've been partaking in, what they've been doing, how they've been doing it, how it's been hurtful, and how you're no longer going to stand for this. Being a sacrifice. You're a very special individual. The Hangman energy, typically with the tribe, has been about being connected to divine and being able to tap in and receive downloads that are going to be very beneficial for oneself, but then also for the collective. But with this deck, me being guided to use this deck, because I haven't used this deck. I did use it for a Fucus Moons. But I use what I get called to use. And so I was called to use this, and you definitely want to deliver the message here as a reminder of what it is that you went through. Anyone who's interested in any kind of repeat, you're past this. You're no longer interested in being a sacrifice for anyone or anything when it comes to unhealed individuals. And as I was saying this and feeling this, I love how the messages come through, because I have channeled many of the titles already, like months ago. And so as I come upon each reading, I think it's so beautiful and magical, the message that actually applies. And sometimes I don't even look at the title until after I do the reading, and it still aligns, and it's so divine. I love this life, and I love that I have decided to take this spiritual path, to walk this path of integrity, going through those fires, because those fires have made me stronger, have increased me, have kept me safe and protected and loved and nurtured in the best way. And I do feel that a lot of you feel this way here too as well. And it comes to a certain point where you have reached a certain level where you just are not allowing any kind of misbehavior, no longer tolerating, no longer being an empath, no longer enabling bad behavior, narcissistic behavior, toxic behavior. It's over. Let me go ahead and get the music started. We'll shuffle and get to your cards. Like, I'm just hearing you don't get to be in my space the way that you used to. I need different. I want different. I deserve different. And if you can't give me that, you can beat it. Very interesting, too, that the song that is next is The Message by Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. And I feel that this is about you leveling up and putting yourself in a place, in a situation to where you're asking to be met at where it is that you're at. Realizing that where you were before on levels of toxicity, where you were meeting that, it was because you still had some healing that you had to do from within. But also realizing that as you have healed yourself, those toxic energies from the past have, just as, there's power in positive, there's power in negative. So then still being able to linger and latch, wanting to hold on to what's no longer there, not having the understanding that it's over. And this just you being very strong in your statement that it's over. You want healthy relationships and partnerships and cooperation and substance that involves integrity. All right. Let me grab my water here. All right, so for your past, we have the Knight of Chalices, this being in reverse. I feel like this is the level of toxicity when it comes to love bombing and it not really being love. It being based off of illusion. That coming from the water energy. And this is Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, and Fucus energy here. But someone who is, and I'm getting Pisces. Pisces on a lower vibe here. But I do feel that this is about also, too, what it is that you put to an end when it comes to Knight of Cups and in and out behavior of love bombing. Where the cup is more on the bottom here, it's not being held by this knight. I'm also seeing merry-go-round energy here. So cycling energy of this love bombing, you're done. You are off the ride. You've enjoyed the merry-go-round for what it was, realizing what it is that it was producing for you, which was damn near nothing but lessons. And you're done learning lessons when it comes to love. That love should be held. It should be held either in the hand or I feel, high above here. That being about standards and not being cliche, but that is the title that I channeled for you. That message wanting to come through very strongly. It's like seeing this, like both of these energies here might as well be pissing in this cup, is what I'm hearing. Because that's pretty much what it's been giving. And there being no substance. Night energy makes up the Chariot energy. But even the Chariot energy, as much meaning as it can give in tarot, according to the Rider-Waite-Smith energy, it really truly has no kind of substance. It's more about observation, contemplating. It can be an energy of conquering and overcoming, but I'm not getting that. I'm getting that as being like almost like a standstill, thinking and thinking and thinking, and then being in that cup energy and that dreamy energy where it's manifesting itself as love bombing, but there being no action to it, and that being a part of that merry-go-round energy. For your present, we have, and I'm hearing that song, No Love. I'll put that in the description box, but no communication, no love. You're cutting things off with particular energies that have been in this love bombing energy. You're no longer interested, realizing that once you close these cycles here, this is going to create space for what it is that you really do want and what you really do deserve. This also being about you knowing your worth and your value. I feel that that merry-go-round energy, it can be dizzy, can cause dizziness, make you tired, and again, produce damn near nothing but lessons. I feel that the amount of wands here, this reminded me of the Nine of Wands, and this being right before the Nine of Wands. So I feel that with that Ace of Wands that has yet to be added to this 8, that being about you creating your own new beginning with the Ace of Wands, building on a strong structure and foundation of solidity that has to do with your passions and what it is that you want to see. So in the midst of this, we have this reversal energy where, again, I'm just getting you protecting yourself and making it clear you're not communicating. There's no communication here. These are also considered to be the arrows of love. And so I think that's where the channeling of the song No Love was coming through there too as well. 8 energy is connected to Scorpio. And then also Magician energy. So this could be about that energy. You dealing with a Scorpio person who is a Gemini in reverse. Magician in reverse is what I'm getting. And that, with that reversal energy, someone who's very manipulative can have, just as I said before, as much power as there can be in the positive, there can also be that in the negative. I feel that is speaking to this negative energy here. And how toxic it has been. You realizing your connection to this and how it's affected you. And you wanting to get the bleep out of there. And you are successfully, it being here. But I do feel that this is how you are transmuting the energy of that love bombing and that Magician in reverse energy that's coming through, where this person could also be a Scorpio. Scorpio energy can be about those secrets, a high level of deception on the lower vibration. You just leveling up and removing yourself from toxicity and moving more into a high vibe, staying in a high vibe. I feel like you've already been in a high vibe, but you continue to rise up. And as you do so, you just realize more and more what it is that you don't want anymore. This is fire energy, your energy. And then Leo, Aries, and a Fucus. And where I got that Magician energy was from the 8 being also the infinity symbol here. The infinity symbol being right above the Magician's head in the tarot. And that being a card of 1. And so that 1 energy, that is you totally transmuting that Ace of Wands energy that's adding to this 9 of Wands that's coming after this 8 of Wands. Because of the 1 energy that you've dealt with this Magician in reverse. It being over. Going into that energy of that 9 of Wands, that being about really truly overcoming and being successful in conquering obstacles and what no longer is serving you. Persevering through this. Chiron energy is coming through as well. So if you don't know your Chiron, please do look into that in your birth chart. That can definitely assist you and support you to give you some greater understanding of your true soul's purpose in this lifetime. And why that alignment exists for you here. And then the 9s are also about you, and 9th house energy of Sagittarius. You coming into your power, even more of your power. And representing that strong spiritual leadership that is very much needed for the collective at this time. And you have been respected as such by the tribe. Very much appreciated. And we do love you and thank you. We want you to really be in that. I feel for some time you have not been able to really be in that true free-spirited state that is all you. Because others don't, like others that you've been around on lower levels, really don't understand it. They don't understand. They don't understand. They are making the choice to stay blocked and not want to expand and have that understanding of why it is that you are a magical sparkle pony, and it's your Sagittarius energy. It's who you are. And that cannot be changed. But I do feel that because of the jealousy and the envy, due to you being a free-spirited energy, living your best life, going for things and taking risks, being free at flight, and you shining and taking much delight and having a great life and having fun with this, it's been beat down by those who aren't able to be in that energy, which is not fair. But this all, again, being a part of your purpose, helping you to come into a greater design of realization that you have the power. You do have the power. It's never left. As much as it's been attacked, it is returning. You are persevering through, and that being evident here with the 2 cards that we have here. And again, I want to say that I love you, and I thank you. We appreciate you. Get back to being you. We miss that energy. It's very strong. It's very important as a part of leadership and also as a part of guidance. And as I say that, I'm looking at the ladybug here. I'll put the spirit animal meaning for the ladybug. There was a ladybug that flew in my car the other day and about scared the passengers that were in the car there with me. And I thought it was interesting. Because it's like, it's one of God's creatures. They just wanted to hang out. But I do remember, like, right after that happened, I did remember a ladybug landing on my foot a few days before that. And it hurt. And normally it ain't supposed to hurt. So I was like, yeah, I'm like, get out, But, I mean, it was a good experience. I just feel that that ladybug was delivering an abundant message in some kind of way there. Because I do believe that ladybugs are a good sign. All right, let's get to your, that was a weird story. Let's get to your future card. Okay, so this is where your magic is here. This is the Ace of Pentacles. I love this for you. This is, again, your rightful abundance, what is destined for you and what is deserved here because of what it is that you've gone through, how you persevered, overcome, and have now created space for that greater. This is that greater. I love this for you. And I do feel that this speaks to your magic here too. Because with that Ace of Wands energy that turns into that 9 of Wands, you're creating and manifesting and bringing in this Ace of Pentacles. I'm seeing these as hands that have all been grabbing. You creating an Ace of Pentacles where these hands are kept away. No one will be taking your rightful energies, your rightful abundance, and what is meant for you in this lifetime anymore. Your milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. And that was a title, I think, for Taurus. Taurus just coming through. Very supportive energy. Very supportive. I feel we're all supportive, but in particular, like really at this time, it's been a lot of good Taurus energy. It's helping us to see our true value and our worth and what it is that we really, truly deserve when it comes to that Venusian energy. We're not meant to be here miserable and, scrapping at one another and wishing bad intent towards each other. We're here to live our best lives and be happy and enjoy the sunshine, enjoy our comforts and luxuries and foods, fine clothing, and just being comfortable. Having peace of mind, great mental state, health, physical health, all of that. That's all in this Pinnacle here. And it's all a part of your destiny and what's been fated for you and it being here in your future card. This is more Taurus energy here with the Pinnacle, and then also Capricorn and Virgo. I do want to mention too, with that Gemini energy that did come through, that is a part of your shadow energy. Appreciation was returned back to you through Gemini moons, supported from Capricorn moons, and that recognition there. So that being about you overcoming and really doing the work when it came to dark night of the soul energy, facing your fears and shadows, realizing that that is not what you want, but you'll face it to heal it, to get back to that inner child from within, to let your inner child know that everything is going to be okay. Moving through the darkness, you discover that fire and that light from within yourself, and really getting back to the essence of you. And we have that here. Being something completely new that has nothing to do with the past. I do feel this is about a major offer that's coming through. Significant amount of wealth that has your name all over it, and being offered to you because it's yours. Ace, 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 ace. Very nice. And then that also being that one energy from that Magician and reverse energy as well. A lot of great transmutation and hard work that it shows that you've been doing here. So good job, great job, excellent job. This is fantastic. Let's get to your clarifiers. I'm going to move this right up here just so we can have room for the cards down here. Okay, and then we got Let's Get It On by Marvin Gaye coming on. So this may be related to a soulmate partnership that is coming through, connected to this Ace of Pentacle here. Not to say that you are, dependent on this, but I feel, again, this is rightful for you. You have brought this in for yourself. Connected to someone who's going to be completely awesome to you and for you, because you're doing that for yourself. Let's clarify the Knight of Chalices in reverse. Ooh, trying to get that money, and it's a no, is what I'm hearing. It is a no. Possibly wanting to try to block. I mean, it's over. And I feel that you continue to put that into the atmosphere there too. But this being about the exposure of the greediness and the negativity that still wants to try to be in your light and, keep you from being you. You have the power. You know what to do. You're doing it. So here we have the Page of Pumpkins. Pumpkins being Pentacles energy. No more mesmerizing energy here. Looking into the jack-o'-lantern, getting hypnotized, going after a small little pentacle here. You got an ace that you created. You can do bigger, better, and badder, and you're doing it. No thanks. It being connected to this Knight of Chalices in reverse, that merry-go-round stuff that I feel, again, you have taken part in for too many cycles here, and you're over it. You want off the ride. This reversal, you being off the ride. This is a younger energy here too. We have Page. I do feel that this is speaking to the level of maturity coming from this person already being a Knight energy. And there being no king status here. And this also being uncovered here too. You realizing who it is that you really truly have been dealing with. The immaturity also speaking to the Magician in reverse energy there too as well. And you eliminating that communication so that you can create space for this. Choice made. The Lovers in reverse. No more of this. No more goo-goo goblins and vampires coming in like a thief in the night, scaring you, making you feel you have to bow down to this kind of, oh my goodness, this kind of behavior. Energy vampires, it goes back to that enabling energy. You being an empath, possibly feeling sorry for this person because you knew, or people, you knew where it was that they were coming from, why they do what they do. Being a healer and an empath, you can only do so much. Choice made here. You know what to do for yourself here. And you've decided to get off the ride. This being confirmation. No longer allowing this. Having that complete energy of cutting off this cycle here. You being very abundant, and this energy is wanting to come in and get at your light. You're very abundant, free-spirited, Jupiter light. This being a card of 6. So that having to do with also, I'm getting 6 of Cups energy and soulmates. Cycle's complete. You're moving on, and very successfully. This is Gemini energy here too as well. Also energy connected to the devil energy, with that being the card of 15, 1 and 5 creating a 6. More night energy here. This being in and out behavior. I'm also hearing fuckboy behavior here too. That's very toxic. Seeing this red lizard going across the heart space. Connected to crown energy that's down here, where I do feel that speaks to a block here when it comes to the heart chakra. The green energy is down here, and I feel that's just about being all mixed up. Feeling like they're sitting on, green also represents Taurus energy, so feeling like they're sitting on money, this being totally 3D energy here. Leaving you behind, wanting to return back to the past. Blowing smoke, as I see the horse here, and that being connected to the energy of this night here. The nights are also about defense energy and defending the element that they represent. But again, we were getting the energy of the confusion about what love really is. And so with this energy, this being about the confusion about, you know, that representation of what it is that you really truly build on. You realizing who it is that you dealt with and making the choice to no longer be mesmerized by this in and out behavior. That's all clarifying what was coming through with that Knight of Chalices. This is, you know, someone who has many partners. Very confused, very hurt, and needing some healing for themselves here, but not wanting to do the work. Too busy being in this night energy, as we have 2 nights here. And not wanting to really truly level up. Maybe having a misrepresentation of who it is that they really are. In the 3D, they could be kings. I'm also seeing an emperor in reverse, not really an emperor upright. And hiding behind, you know, a mask here. Covered up and not being true. And this is your energy with the imps here, fire energy. Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, and a Fucus. So this person or people having Sagittarius, Gemini, polarity energy, that's designed for them too, but it again all goes down to the choices. Let's clarify the 8 of Wands in reverse. And look where that fell. Goodness gracious. Yeah. 6 of Bats, 6 of Swords. No more communication, no more love bombing. You having boundaries, setting standards. That wand energy, that Ace of Wand energy that you're transmuting and manifesting to create this Ace of Pinnacle in your life here. Creating that 9 of Wands energy. Being successful and overcoming. Moving away from what no longer serves you. Moving towards calmer waters here. Getting away from choppy waters. Choppy situations where there's bats all over, flying around. Trying to be distractions. The jealousy, the envy. Wanting to keep you stuck. Wanting to keep you blocked. Not happy for you because you've been shining and doing your thing. You're taking your... Look at that. That pumpkin being held right there. And I do feel this is you. Pumpkins representing pentacles. That 6 energy coming through again. Where I feel this is about you really truly, that inner child energy. Going from, you know, going within and connecting with your inner child. I'm also seeing pumpkins here too. So you being prepared, you know, having stacks, taking care of yourself. And I felt that you had to do this in a way that wasn't being seen. So that being connected to the 9 energy of the Hermit. That 9 being about you there as well. But having to go within and do what you needed to do in order to be able to support yourself and move yourself away from what no longer serves you. You and your family. And if this isn't about family, this is that inner child. It could be, it's both energies is what I'm getting. The child from within you and then also children here. But for those of you who don't have children, this most definitely being about that inner child. You going back to yourself and saying, hey, everything's going to be okay. We will get through this. It's only for a time. It's meant to show us that we can really, truly be strong, be successful, and create whatever it is that we wish to see for ourselves, because it's our life. And that's what we're here for, is to live our best lives. Moving towards a home. A lot of you possibly moving out, moving away from toxic situations to greater stability. Blocking off communication of a magician in reverse that you've been dealing with for too long. And also what I'm seeing as this energy of rowing this boat is that Ace of Wands right there. Beautiful. Beautiful energy. You getting back to you. But doing some healing, you know, doing what it takes to restore, to regroup, to reflect, and realize where it is you will not be going anymore. And moving forward successfully into that pinnacle with that Ace of Wands there too. Greater structure and stability, but also a great amount of wealth and finance that has been kept from you. It no longer being kept from you. You no longer allowing that. You stepping greater into your power. You're done. I'm on my level, yeah. All right, let's clarify this beautiful Ace of Pentacles. I almost don't want to even look at these cards. So we have the Five of Bats, this being the Five of Swords. I feel that this is about you and what you had to do to step into your power, to take your stuff back. This being a transmutation of Five of Swords that you dealt with in the past. This moon, look at this moon, seeing how you've been treated. You're taking all your stuff back from this clown. And somebody here who's ashamed. Possibly this person blaming this person. That being toxic. The green clouds, I'm getting that as being toxic energy. And you on the foot here. Protecting and keeping what's rightfully yours here. It cannot be taken. Have no worries. Transformative energy with this 5 here. Swords is air energy, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. You got it. And it's here. This 5 and this 1 creating that 6, representing that 6 energy here with that 6 of Cups, and then also the 6 of Bats. Or I should say 6 of Ghosts. Ghosts are cups. And this deck here. And look how large you are. Look how this speaks to how you have risen. How you have leveled up. And how much of a powerhouse you are. Being in your own power here. Taking back what's rightfully yours. Looking down at these energies here. And Spirit, you know, seeing this and being very disappointed. We have the High Priestess. And I'm just getting this as being connected to the manipulation. But I am getting, with that, you transmuting this energy, coming into greater spirituality. And this being a part of how it is that you're gaining that Ace of Pentacles there. by transmuting the energy of a negative high priestess energy and coming into a more positive energy of a high priestess who has the book of secrets here, the keeper of secrets, a lover of the light when it comes to the moon, also of astrology, astronomy, you learning, growing, rising, shining, red energy. I'm getting that being connected to Mars energy. So you bossing on that Scorpio energy that was coming through with that 8 there. And also Aries is coming through here too. That being a sister sign for you with the fire energy there. But also Emperor energy too. This just speaks to all the transmutation, all these cards here, and how it is that you've taken what you've been dealt on a negative vibe, transmuted it into a positive, and made it work for you here. Going from the dark to the light. Leaving a toxic environment here, where it could be connected to a home. We have that here with that home and what you're moving towards. And this being your new home here. Your new dwellings, your new settings that are much brighter. Possibly a little bit scarier. I feel with you coming into your power, it's creating more fear in those who really thought that they could keep you down. And that fear being a part of that 3D energy and you knowing this. But I'm hearing, ta-da! And that is connected to Scorpio energy. They did have a reading that was titled that too. That's pretty funny. Look what I've done and how powerful I am. And you can do it too, if you choose. This being a card of 2. But I'm also seeing 11 connected to Aquarius energy, 11th house energy of Aquarius. Beautiful energy. Oh my God, look at this. There's that Ace of Wands. This is the Ace of Imps. And I'm not getting any negative energy, but again, as you've transmuted all the other negative stuff that you've dealt with, seeing this imp here and how it's being held by the tail, where I do feel it's connected to, you know, others trying to get at your goodies on that lower vibe. You transmuting that. Coming into this 8 of Wands here, eliminating communication and also having, you know, standards, boundaries, bringing in that Ace of Wands for yourself to create that overall 9 of completion. That 9 being about your power as well. And that being here. The transmutation with that, you know, that Ace energy and that Ace of Wands and creating new structure and stability. That's growing this pinnacle here. Helping to grow this pinnacle. Great amount of wealth here for you, but this also being about a great new creative and passionate start for you that's meant for you and destined for you and you only. And no one can take it from you. I'm almost seeing, you know, the jealous ones and envious ones, you know, being so full of that nastiness and hate, but really on the inside wanting to congratulate you for successfully overcoming, as they should. Because again, you've done a great job. And you're coming into greater spirituality where you're going to be helping many and this bringing in a great amount of wealth here for you. You did it. And you're doing it and you know what to do moving forward to really truly be in your power and have what's yours without it being taken. Beautiful. Beautiful energy. Again, with this being connected to a person, I do feel that for some of you, you may have manifested another person who's bringing in and also helping you to protect these goodies here. As I'm seeing masculine and feminine energy here connected to this Ace of Wands. That wand also could be related to the tribute from Marvin Gaye about getting it on. Just saying. So you got that coming in here too, where I do feel that is also a part of what's meant for you and destined for you and you only. Enjoy it. Do enjoy it, please, and make the best of it. You deserve it. I don't even want to look on the bottom here. I think we're good. Let's get to your major arcana. for Sagittarius Moon. Now, if this ain't the icing on the cake, the World card, and you and another person here, having the world in your hands, most definitely I feel this is about the inner balance from within you and that masculine and feminine, and how it is you're able to bring in your abundance here, connected to divine, with that hangman energy that wanted to come through. Letting you know the importance of you and how special it is that you really truly are. Beautiful energy, but this is definitely speaking to your accomplishments, to your success, to you overcoming and persevering, and now having the world in your hands. This being a blessed gift. You completing major karmic cycle to be able to move into the new, elevating and rising up. And it's also being, I'm just getting a very special, abundant, magnificent, superior offer that's coming through for you. This is a card of 21. It's the reversal energy of that hangman energy and you being a sacrifice in the past. Flipping that shit and transmuting. And look what we have here as a result. Great reading. Great reading. Sagittarius Moons, this was your reading. I hope that these messages were helpful, enlightening, empowering, and enriching for you. I thank you all so much for your continued love and support. Welcome to all new subscribers. And until we meet again, I wish you all the very best. Take great care. I love you. Peace.